Hey everybody, Dan Cheney once again with another Music Charts Archive show here on DJNTV. This week I'm going to do another show about record chart underachievers. This is the 1984 edition. That means we're going to go through 10 songs from 1984 that didn't make the top 40, but should have, in my opinion. Again, we're going to go through those songs in the order they actually did chart from the lowest to the highest. We'll hear the last Van Halen song with David Lee Roth. We'll hear the first Giles band single without Peter Wolf. There's a song inspired by a whiskey bottle, and also a song from the Ghostbusters movie that isn't called Ghostbusters. So stay where you are and we'll check out 10 underachieving songs from 1984 in this week's edition of the Music Charts Archive Show.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Welcome to this week's Music Charts Archive Show. We're going to go through a list of 10 songs from 1984 that didn't make the top 40, but that I think should have. So let's start that chart. At number 10, we have I Lost on Jeopardy by Weird Al Yankovic. Song parody legend Weird Al broke into the mainstream in early 1984 with Eat It, his parody of Michael Jackson's song Beat It. He charted 2 more songs that year, King of Suede, and this song. I Lost on Jeopardy is a parody of the number 2 hit single Jeopardy by the Greg Kihn Band. Weird Al sings about being a contestant on the game show and doing very poorly. The song features Don Pardo, who was the actual announcer on Jeopardy in the 60s and 70s. Pardo also appears in the music video. Greg Kihn also makes a brief appearance at the very end of the video. I Lost on Jeopardy peaked at number 81 in July of 1984. At number 9, we have U2 and I Will Follow. U2 didn't become huge in the US until the Joshua Tree album in 1987. This was one of their 3 minor hits before that. I Will Follow originally appeared on their debut album called Boy, but the version of the song that charted in the US was a live version from the album Under a Blood Red Sky. It was recorded from a performance in Germany and reached number 81 in January of '84. The story goes that lead singer Bono wrote the lyrics as a tribute to his mother, who died when he was 14 years old. It is about the unconditional love a mother has for her child. Number 8 on our list, Cleanin' Up the Town by the Bus Boys. You may not know this song by me saying the title and the artist, but if you've seen the movie Ghostbusters, the original movie, then you would probably recognize the song. It plays in the movie when the Ghostbusters get their very first job. The band The Bus Boys formed in LA in the late 1970s, and their first break was appearing in the movie 48 Hours, starring Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte, where they performed a couple of songs. Eddie Murphy also had them open for him on his Delirious stand-up comedy tour. And they were a musical guest on SNL with Murphy singing backup with them. Cleaning Up the Town peaked at number 68 in August of 1984. Number 7 on my list is Concealed Weapons by the Giles Band. The Giles Band charted 16 singles with lead singer Peter Wolf, including their number 1 smash Centerfold. Wolf left the band in 1983, and in 1984 the band released their first album without him, called You're Getting Even While I'm Getting Old. You're Getting Even While I'm Getting Odd. That album produced this song, which peaked at number 63 in December of 1984. Keyboardist Seth Justman took over the lead vocals. Musically, I think Concealed Weapons continued the style of the Freeze Frames style songs. The band never really survived, though, after the departure of Wolf, and they would chart only one more song, the theme to the 1985 movie Fright Night. At number 6 on my list is Hyperactive by Thomas Dolby. I know Thomas Dolby normally equals She Blinded Me with Science, and yes, that was his only top 40 hit. Hyperactive was from his second studio album, The Flat Earth, and I like this track almost as much. I love the trombone mixed in with the synthesizers. It only got up to number 62 in March of '84. Dolby said that he initially composed the song for Michael Jackson, who he met a couple years earlier, but he ended up recording it himself because he never heard back from Jackson after sending him a demo tape. Dolby's real name is Tom Robinson. He got the Dolby nickname because of his habit of always messing around with sound equipment. Back to this week's Music Charts Archive show. Today I'm counting down 10 songs from 1984 that didn't make the top 40, but should have, in my opinion. And we've got 5 more to go. Number 5 on my list is Happy Ending by Joe Jackson. This is from Jackson's 7th studio album called Body and Soul, and it was the follow-up to You Can't Get What You Want Till You Know What You Want. Happy Ending is kind of an up-tempo pop jazz song about meeting someone new and wondering what you can do to help make it work. You want to do the right thing because you want that happy ending. It was recorded as a duet, and the uncredited woman he sings with is Elaine Caswell. The Celine Dion song It's All Coming Back to Me Now was originally recorded by a group called Pandora's Box, with Caswell singing lead on that track. Happy Ending peaked at number 57 in August of '84 and remains the final charting single for Joe Jackson. Number 4 is Hot for Teacher by Van Halen. Van Halen's monster album 1984 charted 4 singles, and this was the only one that didn't make the top 40. It peaked at number 56 in November of '84. It was also the final single for the band with David Lee Roth. The music video got a lot of play and featured an awkward schoolboy named Waldo along with schoolboy version of the band members of Van Halen. 2 teachers appear in the video, and one is played by Norwegian actress Lillian Mueller, who played the girl in Rod Stewart's video for Do You Think I'm Sexy? In 2009, VH1 declared Hot for Teacher to be the 36th best hard rock song of all time. At number 3 on my list, You Can Still Rock in America by Night Ranger. Sister Christian was the biggest hit for the pop rock band from San Francisco, but it was the second single from their Midnight Madness album. You Can Still Rock in America was the first single from the album. It peaked at number 51 in January of '84. Co-songwriter Jack Blades said the idea for the song came while they were touring with Sammy Hagar. He read a magazine article saying rock music was dead, but they were on tour playing to thousands of fans at shows, so in his mind, you could still rock in America. At number 2, Had a Dream by Roger Hodgson. Roger Hodgson was a founding member and often the lead singer of the band Supertramp. He left the band in 1983 to be with his family and to live a simpler life, supposedly. His first music album after leaving the band was called In the Eye of the Storm, and it contained this single, which remains his only charting single as a solo artist. Had a Dream peaked at number 48 in December of '84. The album version was 8.5 minutes long, but the edit took it down to about 4 minutes. Hodgson says the song is about when you feel like everything around you is coming apart, and the best place to be is in your center, to rest inside the eye of your storm. And finally, number 1, the last song on my list of underachieving songs from 1984 is Rebel Yell by Billy Idol. Rebel Yell is the title track of Billy Idol's second studio album. Idol said he got the idea for the album title and the song name after a party with the Rolling Stones and drinking Rebel Yell brand whiskey. There were 4 singles released from the album Rebel Yell, and this was the first, and it peaked at number 46 in March of '84. The instrumental intro sounds like a combination of guitar and keyboard together, but actually it's all co-writer Steve Stevens just on guitar. Rebel Yell was initially not a big chart hit in the UK either, but after being featured in the movie The Legend of Billie Jean, it was reissued in the UK and made the top 10 in 1985 over there. Well, there you have it, 10 songs from 1984 that didn't make the top 40, but that I think should have. What are your favorites? Let me know in the comments. For me, it's probably Rebel Yell, followed maybe closely by Thomas Dolby's Hyperactive. This has been Dan Cheney for the Music Charts Archive Show, and be sure to join me again next time for another Top 10 list right here on DJNTV.